Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft series. If you are new and did not watch the first episode, one, I recommend going and checking it out. But number two, we have a 30-minute time limit per episode on this world. My goal is to upload as much as I possibly can. The reason that I set a time limit is because I have not been able to stay consistent in a world. So I thought a 30-minute time limit would help me stay a little bit consistent. Here we are in the village that we saw at the end of the last episode. We have a ton of food in the inventory, 24 raw pork chops, 11 mutton, and which should be enough for the, it should be enough for now. It definitely should be. We're heading, hopefully, into the village to find some good stuff. There we go, throwing the egg. Now, what am I looking for from a village? Well, one, pretty obviously, I'm looking for villagers. I'm looking for trades that can be done so that we can get early game trades and early game emeralds going for the sake of levels 1 and 2 books. Books are very important. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, sharpness, things along those lines. That would be phenomenal. Okay, good. My audio is happening. I just was looking over and did not see the game audio working, so that is good that it is. But yes, we are looking for books. We're looking for trades with villagers, and I guess books as well, but mainly trades for villagers for now. And I have yet to see a villager in this village. There's not one there. There's not one there. There's not one there. Is this just, did they all die? No, okay, they're all right here. Perfect. Beautiful. And this is actually on pretty flat ground, so it makes it not a terrible spot to have a, villagers that I can trade with at some point, because it is on flat ground. And I'm going to go into here as well, just to see what is going on. Perfect. We got some potatoes, which is awesome. I can get rid of the feathers for the apples. It's probably really not that worth a trade because I have the other food in my inventory, but that is fine. And we got some more potatoes right there. So now we can always set up a farm if I feel it necessary to do so. All right, I just got to get my head in the game here. What do I want to do? The good news is that we have the village. I am going to take a screenshot of the coordinates there. I think for now I'm going to leave this village. Or, you know what? I'll stay here. I'll sleep. I'll cook up some food and whatnot. Just for the night. Okay, perfect. Here we go. And that is that. And I can also get rid of some stuff here. Perfect. I feel like my audio is a little bit low for some reason. That's fine. And what do I want to get rid of? Rotten flesh I can get rid of. 1 raw chicken I can get rid of. Wool I can get rid of because I already have the bed. Copper is super abundant, so I don't need it right now. A grass block I will just put into the world like that, and then I'm going to sleep here. Perfect. We are 4 minutes in. Once again, 30-minute cap. Actually, I'm very excited and having a lot of fun. I'm hoping that this keeps my interest and continues piquing my interest as time goes on. So, okay. What are we looking at here? Just seeing what I can get rid of. Bones I can get rid of. I don't need them right now, and that should be everything that is reasonable to get rid of. And then I'll just throw away that plank for now as well. Cooking up some extra food is always going to be helpful. You know what I could do? I'll throw my crafting table down, and I'll get 2 smokers, just so that I can cook up a little bit quicker from a food point of view, and then I'll just put another furnace on. Not too bad. Happy about that. We got some mutton. We got some pork chop. All is good. All is good. Okay. While this is happening, what do I want to do? I want to explore. And I want to get a little starter base going. I don't want to say a base because I don't want to settle down quite yet in one location. But I think it would be useful. Perfect. So that was that. I think it would be useful just to have a little starter base in a spot to go, a place to put chests, and get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Because right now, it is a little bit hectic. I've already had to get rid of a lot of inventory space, or a lot of things in my inventory for more space. So where are we going to head? Now, there's a few routes that I could take here. I could go and explore the sea and just say, screw this village, I'm going to forget about it, and I'll find another one, because most likely I will find another village. Or I can stay close to here and build in this savanna biome. But part of me is feeling like I almost just want to go and explore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that village is cool, that village is good, but there's so many villages in Worlds, and I can always find more. So part of me kind of thinks that I'm just going to explore. And look at that. There's another village right up there. This is a very hilly, terrain. Look at this, literally a village back to back. And a jungle. Not too bad. Perfect. There we go. And I am going to increase my volume just a little bit. I hope it's not too loud. There we go. I just adjusted slightly the volume down on the recording side of things, but increased it on the game side of things. Not proportionally. So I'm hoping that the game sound does sound good. For some reason, I'm not getting any, like, it doesn't look like any game sound is coming through. But I think it is. I think it is. So we are all good. This is another village. Pretty interesting layout here. Okay. I could build over in that direction. Once again, not the most ideal spot for... Not the most ideal spot for a village on a hill. I don't love it, but this is at least slightly more accessible than the other one. There we go. And boom. And there's not going to be... Oh my god, I took the long way around. Alright, there's not going to be anything in there. And I just want to make it all the way up to the top part of this village now, just to see what is up here. My feeling is going to be nothing of importance, other than villagers, of course. Nothing in there, just a smithing table. And yeah, unfortunately, it is not really looking like there is anything super great. Brewing stand, I am pretty far away from even being able to use that, so I'm not going to worry there. If I come into here, is there any chest? No chest here. And then there's one more building here to look at. I keep saying here, don't I? But there's one more building to look at. And let's see, no chest. Okie dokie. Not the most ideal thing that has ever happened. I think that, honestly, I'm just going to continue sailing the seas. I'm going to continue looking and exploring the world. I don't think there's a reason for me to settle down in this specific location. And I can place the boat out Here we go. You know, one thing that I really love are the savanna biomes. The savanna biomes are super interesting to me. I don't love the acacia wood, right? Like, the acacia wood itself is not one of my favorite things. I think it's a little bit too orange. I personally just don't love it. But the biomes themselves, the savanna biomes themselves are super interesting because of how flat they normally are, or at points they end up leveling out. So you see this right in front of me. Obviously, it's a pretty tall mountain, or not a super tall mountain, but we have a little bit of a mountain right in front here. But at the top part of that mountain, it will flatten out and make it a reasonable spot to actually build and to, look at starting a base there. So I like the savanna biomes for that reason, but at the same time, I don't love the fact that there's orange wood and everything kind of feels like it's out of place if you build in them. That's just my opinion. Maybe everybody or some people feel differently. I don't know. That's just how I feel about them personally. And yeah, like as you can see, it kind of flattens out up here pretty nicely. There we go. There. Killing that and killing that. And look at this cave. It's intriguing. Intriguing for sure. But I don't really want to go caving right now just because of how much I have in my inventory. Now, don't get me wrong. I do recognize that I could pretty easily just throw a chest or two down and go off exploring. But I think for now, I want to actually find a spot to live. It's nice that I've done some exploring, though. Some village exploring. That's pretty neat. Perfect. And there's another jungle over in this direction. Unbelievable. I think this is the third jungle that I've seen in this world. This is pretty flat, this area. As there's a cave right there and it decides to go down. Ooh. I like this area. I can always terraform a mountain down. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just getting the beef because I really only care about the leather at this. I mean, I have enough food for now, but the leather will be nice for later down the line. Wow, this mountain is amazing. I'm interested in staying around this area. Very interested. Okay. I'll take a screenshot. If I can't find anything else, I will potentially come back to this area. But I have a vision in my head, and this, honestly, as crazy as it might sound, this might be it. It's not the flattest, but I feel like there's parts that I could flatten out, if that makes sense. It's not, like it's not the most perfect spot, but it's decent. And I can get some, oh no, I already have, forgot I already did that. Boom, and then I can get a little bit of gold here. Another village over in this direction. I'm just having fun exploring right now. Only sleep at night. Looks like night to me. All right. Let's see. There we go. There's a chance that I spend the next 4 episodes of this world just exploring. There honestly is a chance that is what I end up doing. in just trying to look for the perfect spot, the spot that I really want to settle down and start a base in. There's a chance that I spend a lot of time to do that, but right now, pretty interesting. That's a lot of books. That's 36 books already. Not too bad. This village is not super interesting to me, as it doesn't look like there is a ton of like stuff here. A lot of villagers. Acacia sapling. No, that's fine. I don't need the wheat seeds. Can get those anywhere. Bread. Don't need it. I have better food sources at this point. I like having my inventory clean. I like or I should say not my inventory, my hotbar. I like at least having that clean just so that I can, I don't know, it looks better. It's easier to navigate. And some paper and a compass, which I don't really know what a compass does in regular Minecraft. Does it just take you to your spawn point? That's possible. And all right. Well, I've explored 3 villages, and none of them have had much of interest. Nothing to seriously pique my interest. And I feel like if I settled down in the areas that I said that I liked, I feel like I would kind of be settling, for lack of a better word right now. I feel like I would just be settling, and I would just be picking the first thing that shows up. So I'm actually going to continue. I'm going to continue on the journey out. That's the village that I have already, that I went in a circle, didn't I? I have been going in a circle. Okay. But to be fair, though, I still have found 3 unique villages, so that's cool. But yeah, I as much as I love the 2 areas that I screenshotted, I don't want to settle for just any sort of terrain. I really have something in mind. It's basically a plains biome, to be completely honest, but I really want it to be as flat as possible so that I can build, so that I can start on flat ground instead of having to terraform and do all that. Because what you have to remember is I only have 30 minutes per day on this world, or per episode on this world. So I don't want to spend all 30 minutes terraforming and then having to stop the terraforming. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now, is just find land where I don't have to terraform as much, because it will be hard to do so with only 30 minutes a day. And these are more cows. I love how they made the cows look different or some of the cows look different depending on the biome that they're in. I think small changes like that are very neat and very cool for them to do with this game. I think stuff like that makes it perfect. And there is a lake, and this is pretty flat ground. Or is this like a river? It's kind of a river. This is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I've liked a lot of what I've seen so far. At least the areas that I... Is that another village? Holy smokes. It is. It's a totally other village. Or total other village. There we go. Once again, this is for the leather. What is that? Armadillo? Okay. I'm not going to go and explore that village, I don't think. As crazy as that is, right now I am trying to find land. Oh my. This is it. This is it right here. Look at this. Look at how flat this ground is, and look at how amazing it would be to build lakeside. This is it. I just said I didn't want to settle and I didn't want to make the choice quickly, but you know what? When something is speaking to you, it's speaking to you. And this right now, this is exactly what I'm thinking. Now, obviously, I said I was kind of hoping it would be a plains biome, but this right here on the other side, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is it. I think this is where I said it was cool before and decided that I wasn't going to do it. So whatever. I am building right here. This is where it's all going to start. We got a little island out there. I can build a bridge to the island. Oh, yeah. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I am going to get some stuff together here. I'm not actually going to start building right now. I'm just going to get some stuff together, such as chests and all of that stuff. So here we go. We have a crafting table. I have 2 chests. And I'm just going to start putting everything in the chests. And at some point, I will organize. Now, what I have not decided is organizing. Is that cheating towards the 30 minutes? Like if I come in and just organize, I don't know. I have to decide that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We got some furnaces here. And this is really going to be, I'm going to like start the build right here. This is going to be my spot. And I might even, should I build into the biome is the question. Should I build with acacia wood? Yes, I said it was orange, but it fits the biome. It fits the vibe of what's going on here. I think it could look really cool to kind of build with the actual material that that is known for this biome. And I'm going to get a shovel. And I'm just going to start shoveling away. Because I'm at 22 minutes. And my time is not up yet for the day, right? So I might as well make use of it. I might as well start the terraforming process for the little house that I'm going to be building. I'm going to look up some riverfront build ideas to get something in mind. I'm not going to take it one for one, but I am going to, start to think about what do I want this place to look like. That's what I love about this 30-minute rule is I can actually start to decide like what do I want to do beforehand. I can kind of plan it out. That's cool. That's going to be pretty cool. It's also possible, are my headphones not plugged in all the way? No, they are. I don't know why they're so quiet. I feel like my game sound is so quiet right now. I'm at 100% on the master volume. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully the game sound is good for anybody watching. And then I'm going to come here and just flatten out this area. I don't want it too, I don't want it too close to the water. I don't want to start too close to the water, I should say. Because just remember, guys, I've got an idea. I've got plans. I don't have an idea, and I really don't have a plan, actually. But I'd like to think that I at least, well, I shouldn't say that. I do have an idea. I don't have a plan. That's the better way to put it. And there, and then everything along here can be not pushed back too far. Perfect. And this is exactly what I am looking for. The idea that I have, or one of the ideas, is I'm going to start the build like right at the halfway point of this island, right? I might even go over there and make sure that I am at the halfway point of that island. And I'm going to build a bridge over to that island. I'm going to build a dock overlooking this water. I've got some pretty neat ideas that I will need a lot of effort to make work and to actually make look the way that I want it to look. And I'm hoping that I can do so. Wonderful. Perfect. And yeah, I mean, this is a great lake to overlook as well. Pretty open. You have a mountain on the other side. It all looks good. It all looks good. So yeah, like start the build with what I'm thinking, like right on this line here. So like right up here and in this area. This general direction I think would make the most sense. Perfect. Just cut back a little bit more. I'm at 26 minutes and 31 seconds. It was 29, then I took too long. So we're at 26 minutes and 36 seconds now. So I'm probably going to wrap it up pretty shortly here. I don't want to use the full 30 minutes. I feel like I need to use the full 30 minutes for, you know, times where it's not just me mining out a little bit of dirt here and there. Okie doke. I'm going to cover it in about this far. Just in case any monsters spawn so I don't have to hear it. There. Okay, there we go. And then I will break some of this. Get into this tree. Break it all down. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this episode of my 30 minutes per day Minecraft series. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I am going to exit, save and quit to the world. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will hopefully be back tomorrow. Peace out.